Hey everyone, welcome to Tech for Creators video podcast. Today we're going to go through updates on video and kind of what the overall general AI landscape is looking like. Just kind of updates for the week.
Awesome. Great to be back, Eric, so quickly, so soon after the last one. Yeah. So there's lots of video models. I
want to go through a few new video models. This is ongoing, but they're getting to a pretty cool or powerful place, I would say, these days. We'll go through some of that.
Awesome.
Well, first one we'll start with is Luma Ray 3. So it doesn't have the built-in lip syncing capabilities as far as I know. But it is supposedly supposed to be able to reason. I haven't used it yet. One of the cool things for us and maybe those listening is that if you have Adobe Creative Cloud, I heard supposedly that you can actually access it for free until October 1st.
Okay.
Unlimited Ray 3 generations at no extra cost for Pay Firefly or Creative Cloud Pro subscribers.
Okay. So Luma Ray 3.
Yeah, Luma Ray 3 until October 1st.
So this is an Adobe product, is it?
No, Luma's not. They must be partnering, but they're not. It's not an Adobe product.
Right.
So Firefly is the Adobe. I'm not sure where Luma's.
Yeah.
As far as I know, they didn't like.
It's not that. It's not that mobile editing software, is it? Luma that used to be around.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just do a quick demo of the video thing. Let's switch. Which way should I go? Here.
When you close your eyes, what do you see?
Oh. It just never ceases to amaze me, this stuff.
How do you know what is real? Or what is simply your imagination? Now open your eyes.
Wow. This stuff just comes out of nowhere. I know that's obvious. It's generated, but these new things just pop up. Isn't it?
It's new releases every. In AI, there's it's like 6 to 7 big things that happen every week.
Ooh.
This just happens to be a week where about 3 or 4 new models.
You know what? I haven't even got to try Nano Banana yet.
Yeah, so what with Nano Banana is you would use that to edit your images and then bring that in as start and end frames into these types of programs. Now, what that one doesn't show, it doesn't it looked good for artistic and animation. Would it look really good for human realism? I don't know. We have to test it out, but the whole idea behind that one is that it uses sort of reasoning. And I take that to mean that right now, if you do AI generated videos, you'll burn up a lot of credits just trying to get the right thing. Even if you do the same prompt, you're going to get it 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Or even if you do the image to video, it's still going to come out differently. So there's also this WAN 2.5 that came out.
Then another bonkers week in AI video. WAN continues their rampage, or is that WAMpage, across the landscape with the release of WAN 2.5. And this new video model was, kind of shocking, as it's the first real shot that we've seen fired at Google's Veo 3. Because
I hope you memorized your lines, because we can talk now. Indeed, it's marvelous.
Speaking of Google, we are not catching them sleeping because, they're squeezing the banana with a few new tricks and some updates to the Flow platform.
Huh.
You're definitely going to want to check those out. All that, plus those of you who have been waiting for longer generations, 45-second long generations or longer are incoming. We'll dig into what we know so far. Kicking off, WAN from Alibaba continues their relentless onslaught of releases. This one coming just days after
From Alibaba?
Animate, or Animate, which I looked at in my last video.
Chinese shopping company.
We have an entirely new video model. WAN 2.5 is their latest release, and yes, it can generate audio, including dialogue, making this the first real Veo 3 competitor in that regard. But it also has something that VO doesn't. We'll take a look at what that is in the examples, but off the top, I probably should mention that currently this model is not open source. That said, we'll stay tuned for later on in the video again, because I may have some news on that front. In the meantime, yeah, WAN 2.5 is available on a number of platforms.
So, WAN, I would call WAN, but anyway, WAN 2.5 is out. It's powerful, VO3 competitor. What I think he's referring to there is that there's also a lower version model. I forgot what it was called, but it's something Animate. I think it's WAN 2.2 Animate. I need to, let's fix that on the screen later. We'll put the actual text on there.
Yeah,
what it is. But I heard that there was some demos with that one that it was able to do like deep fakes really well. And you give it one image, one video, and it could just deep fake something super easily. And that one is open source.
Right. All right.
So WAN 2.5, and the other thing he'll get into is that it's cheaper than VO3. So VO3 now, if you have the Google Ultra plan, you can do Google VO3 Fast Unlimited, as I've heard. But the premium VO3 is still quite expensive. It's been one of the most expensive models. It did come down about 50% per generation, meaning I think before it was like up in the $1 to $2 range. So
Didn't you sign up to Ultra?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No. We also had Kling 2.5.
Well, the hits keep coming.
Coming
We got
up.
another crazy week of AI video updates. Kling just dropped a version 2.5 turbo model. Does it return them to Kling of the Hill status? Yeah, you got that one. We'll find out. We've also got a really crazy character swapper. You can kind of think like Nano Banana, except for video from WAN, which is great because that means it's
that's the one I'm
open
talking
source.
about. Yeah,
But
the
even
open
if you
source
don't
one.
run locally, I've got a spot where you can try it out for free. All that plus Sora2. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. And maybe
That's the
sooner than you think.
ChatGPT. But it hasn't been
Kling
officially
2.5
released yet.
has arrived. And I gotta say, I'm actually really impressed with Kling's commitment to version numbering. Most other companies renumber with even the most minor updates. Yeah, Apple, I'm looking at you. Kling, meanwhile, has stayed like doggedly parked on the 2.x version. Now, just off the bat, Kling 2.5 is a turbo model, meaning that generations are not only quicker, but cheaper. But that's not to say that there aren't a number of other improvements. Kling 2.5 boasts better prompt adherence and temporal control, scenes that are more fluid and stable, consistency with a variety of styles, and it is coming in at 30% less than the 2.1 model.
So on these video models, Kling is actually one of the ones that was fighting for dominance. Even we've been seeing models like 2.1 was a big deal. Even after VO3 came out, sometimes you'd still get better outputs from Kling. And so I think what you're seeing is that some of these video generations are so expensive that now you're seeing these new models where they're a bit cheaper. When it's turbo, they output faster. But he's saying it's better prompt adherence. Like I said, you do these things and you'll get all kinds of outputs.
It seems like with all these new models coming in, there's no the established players like Runway, and they could lose out quite quickly.
Yeah. And I think that in for the video stuff, a big part of that is indeed on price, but Runway has some really powerful stuff. Usually they're first to market with, like, let's say the Act 1 where you could do the lip sync, or you could bring in the character items, like you could give it an item, almost like you can do with Nano Banana, switching out items.
Yeah.
Well, they already had that before. It's just that there's still this competition about who actually still outputs the best.
Yeah.
The best looking item that I can actually put on TV and people might be fooled by it, right?
Yeah.
We're not fooled, but not like this is AI.
Yeah. But I mean, we're getting close to somebody like, a one-person movie, I think.
Yeah. It was funny because when you say that, I was just thinking about a demo that this guy did, Theoretical Media did, where he actually did swap out his face. And I think the thing, even when you change your face, you still have certain habits or certain facial movements, right? So it's like, yeah, your face looks different, but you might be, unless you're a really good actor and able to switch out your personality, like I think your personality still kind of comes through, even if you.
Yeah, actually, I mean, that's the great thing. Really good actors, they can sort of transform their face, even if when it's the same face.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think unless you're a really good actor, you should still hire actors, even if you're going to put different faces on them.
Acting safe.
this just real
Today,
quick.
we're checking in on Adobe Firefly. If you haven't swung by in a while, you might be surprised at the improvements that they've made. As a quick FYI, I did partner with Adobe on this video, but we'll talk about that in a minute because it's actually not kind of the typical thing. But overall, they've added a ton of cool new stuff, which we will touch on. Mostly, I'm going to be focusing on the new Firefly image model and a bit on the mood board workspace that they've developed, all of which rounding it out to make it one of the best AI art generators with a free tier. All right, switch over to dark mode and let's get those fireflies lit up.
I'm just bringing typically Firefly isn't as good as the other models, and Firefly will even bring in other models that you can use inside Adobe, because Adobe's just basically not up to scratch.
Yep.
With some of these other big ones like Kling, VO3, even what is it, Seed Dance. Yes, but this whole idea where maybe you can come in there with mood boards, or you can work within your ecosystem of Adobe is still can be quite important for people.
Oh, absolutely. I mean that's the ecosystem we're working in.
Yeah, and again, I actually also wanted to bring up because specifically they have the. So yeah, one other cool thing about the Firefly, not free tier, is that they have that free integration with Lumarate.
Oh yeah.
So you can actually use it for unlimited generations until October 1st. You still have to be a paying subscriber,
Which is just next week.
Yeah.
There's a lot of compute power between now and then.
Yeah. So we'll go over 3 key shifts, 7 exciting product launches, and 4 critical actions to master the evolving AI ecosystem. Right now, the market is shifting away from pure theory towards more practical, tool-driven approaches.
Great. That's good for creators.
And we need to move beyond pilots. We actually need to start implementing this. What's the capabilities, the governance?
This is my question, because there's all this cool stuff, but I don't actually see us using it very much at all yet. I can see it happening soon, but it's is it just too fast? It's not that we're.
Well, I mean, it's something that we should. I think absolutely. We as a company, everyone should be exploring AI and seeing where they can use it, where it breaks. Right? What am I trying to do? First of all, I mean, are you using it in a way that's sort of making you happy? Are you using it to challenge yourself to make better things? And then where is it breaking? And where is it improving things for you? And I think that's a process and a flow that everyone needs to understand, but they need to be doing it.
Yeah.
Because I think at least in marketing, it's up to 90 or 100% adoption, basically. So, and even on enterprise, big companies now, you're seeing they're starting to adopt it and get it going. But the whole flow of it still isn't there, using it efficiently, easily, and everyone in the company is in different ways.
Yeah.
So one is the agentic workflows. AI-powered tools are automating and streamlining core business processes. The second shift is the emergence of composable creative tools, AI models that can be combined and customized. Prompting and orchestration are critical. And then the third shift is move towards multimodal ecosystem tools that can seamlessly integrate different AI models, like having Claude AI integrated in Copilot. So again, this is agentic workflows, mix and match models for prompting orchestration. So you could have them kind of starting here, talking to this one, creating something. And then Microsoft is now implementing Claude to basically improve some of its features. I mean, a lot of these guys basically can't keep up, so they have to incorporate the tools into that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So there's this circular thing. They're all investing in each other. I read the other day, NVIDIA made $100 billion investment in OpenAI.
Yeah.
But then OpenAI agreed to buy.
Yeah, they use their chips.
And basically give them back the money.
Has more like a partnership. Yeah, it's $100 billion. Let's start with VO3 Fast. It has a new fast version. You can use the speech to text, speech to song inside of YouTube for YouTube Shorts. The Anthropic Claude, like I mentioned, is in in Copilot Studio. Workday has these 20 plus Illuminate agents. So even Workday we work with is rolling out agents. Adobe Firefly, third-party models, they're incorporating things like Runway, Flux. So you can, mix and match these stacks. And then Visa has an intelligence commerce, agent APIs, tokenization, authority controls. Kind of we were talking about that last time with the payment protocols. And then DeepMind, Gemini Robotics 1.5 is coming into place. And
Gemini Robotics.
Yeah, and so but this is really whenever you see VO3 and you see
Talking about robots.
Yeah, and when you see Genie 3, so VO3, Genie 3,
Yep.
these are world models, but you can't. It's fun if you look at it. It's like, oh, this is a cool way to make videos, or this is a cool like thing we use for video games. But actually, that's not what they're doing per se. It's that can then be given to AI robots who then would interact with the world like you and I do, right? Because that's what we
Using
do.
the same tool.
We look around, we anticipate what's going to happen with our environment, and that's what these tools are going to help these robots with.
Cool.
This idea that YouTube VO3 fast is sort of democratizing video. You can do it inside of YouTube, do shorts, speech to song. I haven't done this. Lyra 2, good enough in video sort of explodes on social.
You know what we need to do? We have to go and have a look at Google Vids, because there's editing software now within the Google Workspace.
All right.
And I think that might actually, I haven't looked at it yet, but it might actually displace what we currently use Descript with. But it would sit, like, for instance, editing this podcast, you could just send a link into Google Vids and don't have to send footage backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't used it. I don't know. I would be curious what the quality is like on something like that.
All right. It's a very quick tech for creators this week. I think it worked well, actually. I think we probably should put a stopwatch on like 60 minutes, right? Because Eric has got to go. And the reason why we do this is Eric gives this talk to the whole team every week, and it's really good. Everyone's really interested. But the talk has actually started 2 minutes ago, and he's not there, so everyone's waiting for him. So thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and like. Also, look out for our newsletter, Creator Weekly, on Substack. And thanks for watching. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, thanks.